Sup? Hey, it's your girl KP. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. Yeah, I'm just sitting here looking at my face on this camera, and I'm kind of chuckling to myself because some of you are going to get this reference, and many of you are going to miss it. I look like Squigman from Laverne and Shirley. And that's Squiggy. This one patch of hair just, kind of creates that DA hairstyle look from the 50s where, the guys used to comb their hair to look like a duck's behind in the back, and they had a curl that drooped in the front. Or, now, for my African American folks, I look like James DeBarge. Remember, he had that curl, that one curl that just hung. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, get my dated references. I'm gonna try to do something with that after I finish my videos because it's funny and yet it's irritating. But I didn't log on to say that. I wanted to say the AA reading. Remember I said my first 2 readings from the day are from recovery books, and the AA reading follows suit with the NA reading. NA just talked about the awakening of the spirit, and AA now is entitled Taking Action. It says, are these extravagant promises? It's posing a question. It says, we think not. They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will always materialize if we ask for them. Now, on a spiritual level, I'm telling you, you set yourself up if that's your school of thinking. We don't always get what we ask for, because sometimes what we ask for is out of the will of God. So there must be a spiritual awakening in order to know the promises and understand how the promises work. Okay. Now, sometimes you do get what you ask for, even if it's out of the will of God, and the reason that you get it is for you to see just what being out of the will of God means for you and what your choices, your individual choices, are doing to you. Amen. And we tend to blame God for our choices. That's what we do. Oh, God is testing me. Well, you made the choice. You said you wanted it. You said you couldn't live without it. And my question oftentimes is, how you living? But let me get back to the reading. It says, one of the most important things AA has given me, in addition to freedom from booze, or freedom from whatever keeps you in bondage, freedom from whatever you're enslaved to. We don't like that word either. But yeah, we dress up, we comb our hair, we brush our teeth, and we show up for slavery. It says one of the did I say I was anxious today? Let me get back. Slow down. Breathe. I said one of the most important things AA has given me, in addition to freedom from booze, is the ability to take right action. What is right action? How do you define right? Right by you, or right in the eyes of God? In recovery, they talk about clean and sober. Clean means I am no longer polluting my vessel, my body, with substances or with whatever it is that you're using to alter your reality, alter your perceptions, alter your receptions. So that's clean. I'm not using. Sober is clear and rational thinking. And I want to add the caveat of rooted in sound judgment. You know, kind of like a Proverbs kind of thing. Rooted in wisdom, rooted in the knowledge of God. That's sobriety. And some people equate sobriety with being somber, dull. I am not a dull person. You know, my life may seem boring because of my hobbies, but you don't see all the other little things that, you know, my hobbies are my relaxation, you know, because there's a whole bunch going on. I'm like a duck. I'm smooth on the surface, but underneath the feeder, I'm constantly moving, and it's the same, you know, in life. So it's fantasizing about them, and that's the promises. Debating them, preaching about them, and faking them just won't work. A lot of us don't realize we're faking. You know, oh, I'm being a genuine person. And it's like, you got little pockets of, I'm going to hold this secret. I'm not going to tell this. I'm not going to share that. We can't be honest with ourselves. So how are we going to be honest and genuine with other people? The minute you start justifying something, you know you're out of line, and you become dishonest with you. If it were cool, if you were okay with it, you wouldn't have to justify it. Amen. Let's get real. Let's hold our truths. Let's hold space. This is my reality. I'm struggling. You know, I'm fighting against myself, and I didn't realize it until somebody pointed it out to me. You know, as an English teacher used to say, as my college English teacher, when somebody started justifying why their paper was grammatically correct or their footnote was right in line with whatever style we were using for the day, he would yell, "Yeah, that's like hitting myself in the head with a hammer. It feels good when I stop." And, you know, that kind of gave everybody cause for pause. And it's exactly what we do in life, man. We just beat ourselves up. Why? Because we refuse to fall in line with God. Again, we're experts at compartmentalizing. God, you stay in your space and I'll stay in mine. We'll talk. But, you know, I'm going to ask you not to cross that boundary line, because I don't want you to see this other stuff. Yeah, you ate of the tree of knowledge. And you went and hid because you found out you were exposed. Did I just quote Genesis in a kind of practical, everyday way? Yes. Think about taking action, y'all. And I don't mean, hey, I'm going to put on the cape and go out and save the world. How about I take action at home? Because that's where we need to work. When I take action at home and everything's cool, my impact on the world is different. Think about that.